La Sibiu, pe cochitul stadion municipal, echipa națională în anul 1989 începe aventura pentru Campionatul Mondial din Italia în 1990 cu un meci amical contra Italia. Sibienii au venit cu micu mare la acest meci într-o zi perfectă de primăvară din 29 martie și s-au strâns cam 30.000 pe stadion. Antrenorul americanei pentru acest meci introducea următoarea echipă. În poartă, Silviu Lung, ce era capitanul naționalei, Dan Petrescu, ce debuta la echipa națională și putem să spunem că este meciul de debut al lui, Meciul, ce era folosit ca libero în acest meci, Ștefan Iovan, Gheorghe Popescu, Klein, Ioan Sabău, Dorin Mateuț, Gheorghe Hagi, Maru Lăcătuș și Rodion Cămătar. Sibiu a fost ales întrucât aici era prin secretar Nicu Ceaușescu, fiul fostului dictator Nicolae Ceaușescu, care a refăcut stadionul, a promovat FC Inter Sibiu în divizia A în anul 1988 și trecuse 4 ani de zile de când Sibiu a mai găzduit un meci important față de cel cu Polonia. Italia venea în România după ce a mai jucat un meci amical cu Austria pe 22 martie, unde s-a impus cu 1-0 prin golul lui Nicola Berti, în timp ce tricolorii veneau după un meci amical cu Inter Sibiu, scor 3-2 pentru tricolori. Tripla campioană mondială și semifinalistă de la Campionatul European din Germania de Vest din 1988, dar să nu uităm că alături de Argentina și Germania era favorită la câștigarea Campionatul Mondial din 1990, în prima repriză nu prea a făcut nimic. Ce l-a făcut pe antrenorul Azeglio Vicini să facă prima schimbare în minutul 38. Fundașul Riccardo Ferri de la Inter Milano era schimbat cu fundașul Paolo Maldini de la AC Milan. FIFA pentru acest meci trimitea o brigadă de arbitri din Germania de Est, condusă de Siegfried Kirschan, ajutat de D. Steinl și de M. Bouchard, ce avea să acorde 3 cartonașe galbene astfel. În minutul 38 lui Maru Lăcătuș pentru o comportare nesportivă, în minutul 39 lui Paolo Maldini pentru faul și lui Sorin Cigan în minutul 85, tot pentru faul. În minutul 3, după o confruntare între Rodion Cămătaru și Ciro Ferrara în care o italian, România a cerut 11 metri, însă arbitru a trecut cu vederea.
I'm so late, you sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place, I feel my...
Dar în minutul 7, după o lovitură liberă de pe partea dreaptă a atacului nostru, practic un mini-corner, Hagi centrează, Sabăurea cu capul, iar Cămătarul, din careul mic al italienilor, trimite tot cu capul, însă Zenga scoate mingea în corner, salvând Italia de un gol gata făcut. În minutul 17, România iese pe contraatac. Lăcătuș lansează o parte stângă pe Hagi, care pătrunde în careul italian, al cărui șut deviat este prins de Zenga. În minutul 22, italienii cer și la rândul lor la Viali o lovitură de la 11 metri, însă România o replică pe măsură. După un out bătut de Hagi la Petrescu, aceștia fac un 1-2, cel din urmă este lansat de Sabău pe partea dreaptă a atacului nostru, care centrează în careul italienilor, de unde Mateuț ia la țintă bara din stânga poțului Walter Zenga.
So catch me if I fall.
În minutul 25, italienii au o primă ocazie prin Viali, ai cărui șut dintr-un unghi închis trecea milimetric de bara porții Silviu Lung. În minutul 29, după prenzic ale echipei noastre, donatonii trimiteau o minge în careul lor la Cămătaru, care a fost surprins, însă portarul Zenga a fost pe fază și a reacționat mai bine ca atacantul nostru. În minutul 32, o combinație frumoasă între Sabău și Hagi, acesta din urmă trimite un trasor pe care Zenga îl boxează. Peste 3 minute mai târziu, venea replica italienilor prin șutul lui Stefano Berganovo peste partea lui Silviu Lung. Ultima fază de poartă din prima repriză a fost tot pentru România, prin șutul blocatului Gheorghe Popescu de la 30 de metri din minutul 43. Antrenorul americanei, chiar la începutul celei de-a doua reprize, făcea o schimbare, îl schimba în minutul 46 pe Rodion Cămătaru cu Sorin Cigan, care debuta ca atacant la Naționala României, iar în minutul 86 îl schimba pe Gheorghe Hagi cu Ionuț Lupescu. În timp ce omologul său, Azeglio Vicini, în minutul 51 îl schimba pe capitanul Giuseppe Bergoni, fundaj la Inter Milano, cu Giancarlo Marocchi, ce era fundaj la Juventus Torino. Iar în minutul 65, Roberto D'Aldoni, ce juca la AC Milan, era schimbat cu Roberto Baggio, ce juca la Fiorentina. În minutul 48, Giovanni trimite mingea lui Sabău, care îl fentează pe Baresi, șutează, Maldini se opune, mingea îi revine și cu al doilea șut pe colțul scurt îl învingea pe Zenga, descăzând scorul după 3 minute de joc. După alte 2 minute, Hagi cu dreptul de la 25 de metri încerca din nou poarta italienilor. În minutul 55, Italia beneficiază de o lovitură indirectă după faultul Iovan asupra lui Stefano Burganovo, unde șutează Gianluca Vialli, iar Silviu Lung parează extraordinar pentru poze. În minutul 58, România a mai cerut o altă lovitură de la 11 metri la pătundea lui Dan Petrescu, oprită de Paolo Maldini. În minutul 60, al doilea capitan al Italiei, după pasa lui Maldini, scapă pe partea stângă atacului italian și șutează la colțul scurt, fără să-l surprindă pe Silviu Lung. În minutul 75, Italia are cea mai mare ocazie de a marca. După o lovitură liberă, mingea ajunge pe partea dreaptă la Ferrara, care centrează în careul nostru, Baggio trimite mingea în para de adversară, iar Vialli în bara din stânga porțului Silviu Lung. După această mare ocazie, meciul se echilibrează, iar partida se termină 1-0 cu victoria echipei noastre. Următorul meci al echipei naționale va fi cu Polonia la Varșovia. Grupa a doua preliminară cap de serie a fost Anglia, care la prima vedere, chiar și astăzi poți să spui că o să câștige această grupă la pas. A doua echipă a fost Suedia, unde nordicii avea primul meci la Londra cu formația Albionului și care îl termină scoral de 0-0. Polonia, a treia echipă, cu așezare clasică de 4-4-2 întâlne Albania, de pe ultimul loc, care s-a apărat incredibil până în minutul 78, având o așezare de 5-4-1.
He's been cagey about it, but we could see Peter Beardsley given a different, deeper role behind Lineker and Waddle, coming from an advanced midfield position. And if that's so, the manager hopes he'll puzzle this Swedish team, whose central defenders, numbers 3 and 4, Glenn Hussein and Peter Larsson, like time and freedom to bring the ball forward. They are 2 of 6 players in the starting lineup who play their club football outside Sweden. But Johnny Ekstrom of Bayern Munich, who scored that winner against England 2 years ago, is only on the bench. And talking of substitutes, England's 5 reserves tonight are Des Walker, Michael Thomas, Mick Harford, Tony Cottee and Chris Woods. Is in a good position here, looking for Holmquist. Butcher's been drawn across. It's still Holmquist. Beardsley was working overtime to get it in. And he's working overtime to get back now. Pettersson. Now Ekstrom. But Walker. Tony Cottee warming up for England. Header on by Barnes. This is Hussein. Now it's Ekstrom. Oh, well played by Walker. Webb. Stevens on the right. Beardsley. In the way, Pritz. Well, there's no such thing as an easy international, and Sweden are making this very difficult for England. There's no question about that. Ole Nordin has planned his tactics carefully, and up to now they've worked. It's 0-0, and there's more strain at this stage on the England bench, I would think. Hussein Young. It's awfully well played from defence. Walker. Sweden to make their second substitution. This will be a fullback change. Barnes, Roland Nielsen, Barnes again. Good play by Barnes. Robson was there. Now then, Waddle's in. Was he pulled down from behind, Chris Waddle? The referee said no. Nothing given. England appealed in vain. Just when it looked as though he was going to score. Nielsen, 10. Bobby Robson must be wondering, as we are, whether that should have been a penalty. Brian Robson, John Barnes did well, turned it through, Waddle got it. Now, were his legs taken by the defender? Appeals all round, and the referee said play on. Free kick to England. Pearce to take it. Hussein with the header. 10. Walker. Anxious faces down there in the crowd. We're actually entering the last minute of the normal time here. England 0, Sweden 0. Frustration for England. Cottee. Pearce. And Sweden making them go back. The Swedes have never lost their shape. Now, Beardsley. And Waddle. Lineker's in the middle if he can find him. Oh, and Glenn Stromberg came crashing in to turn the cross round for a corner.
Perhaps a first-time cross. He just had that extra touch, and that gave the chance to Stromberg to get the tackle in.
Walker, Butcher, Robson all wait. In came Robson. Oh, the whistle's gone. The referee has seen an infringement in there as the goalkeeper appealed. We're in time being added on now for stoppages. No goals at Wembley in this World Cup qualifier. Did that ball go out of the penalty area? I don't think it did. The French referee has had one look at his watch. This is Johnny Ekstrom, and Petrescu tries to get through. Dennis Schiller. Gary Stevens. Offside given, but the referee said you've got the ball, play on, Sweden. Butcher. Stromberg. Stevens. Oh, given away to Petrescu. We didn't want that to happen just there, but it's been given back to Beardsley. Now then. Webb. On by Cottee. Waddle. Stromberg, oh, he made a mistake, and Cottee couldn't capitalise. Well, it's a very silent stadium. Sweden with Pritz on the ball. And now Butcher, and now Robson. Stromberg. Well done, Robson. Webb. Cottee. Beardsley. Can he slide Lineker through here? He can. Offside. Offside. Won't count.
I'm not sure it was Gary Lineker that was offside there. I've got a feeling it was Tony Cottee. As you see, ball laid back, Peter Beardsley running at the defence, and Tony Cottee is who just goes offside. And I don't think it was Gary Lineker. He tucks it away, but it's too late.
Well, the final whistle went, Trevor, there. I think, to be fair, that if you're level, you're offside. And I wouldn't argue with that linesman's decision. Bobby Robson.
Widzą Państwo także rezerwowych piłkarzy, bramkarz Sotir Szkurti i z numerem 13 Stoja, z 14 Zmijani i z 15 Kepa. To zawodnicy, którzy jak na razie obserwować będą przebieg tego spotkania z ławki przeznaczonej dla piłkarzy rezerwowych. I skład drużyny polskiej. W bramce Józef Wazik, z numerem 2 Robert Warzycha, z numerem 3 Roman Wójcicki, z numerem 4 Dariusz Wdowczyk, z 5 gra Damian Łukasik, z 6 Waldemar Matysik, z 7 Krzysztof Warzycha, numer 8 kapitan zespołu Jan Urban, z numerem 9 Jan Furtok, z 10 Andrzej Rudy i z 11 Włodzimierz Smolarek. Trener Wojciech Łazarek, widzą Państwo jego nazwisko. Rezerwowi zawodnicy z numerem 12 bramkarz Janusz Jojko, z numerem 13 Ryszard Komornicki, potem z 14 Kosecki, z 15 Ziober i z 16 Robert Warzycha. Faulowany przez Wierę. Ziober. I gol! Krzysztof Warzycha z Chorzowskiego Ruchu po tej akcji zdecydował się na strzał, umieszczając piłkę w siatce. Powoli już trybuny nieco pustoszały na Stadionie Śląskim w Chorzowie. Niektórzy zwątpili w to, że naszym uda się sforcować szczelną obronę drużyny albańskiej, a jednak udało się. Dogłe zagranie na pole karne, rzutka w stylu angielskim. Krzysztof Warzycha pokonał bramkarza Merciniego. Prowadzimy 1-0.
După primul meci din grupa a doua, Polonia era pe primul loc cu 2 puncte, urmată de Suedia și Anglia cu câte un punct, iar Albania pe ultimul loc cu niciun punct. Al doilea meci din grupă s-a jucat într-un singur loc, la Tirana. Pe 5 noiembrie 1988 Albania întâlnea Suedia, iar pe 8 martie 1989 Albania întâlnea Anglia. Ca Polonia să joace cu România un meci amical, despre care o să vorbim despre el în episodul care urmează.
Ekström, hela tiden med Lekvello i ryggen. Prytz. Hela svenska laget utom målvakten då är inne på Albaniens planhalva och det kan bli farligt på den här kontringen för han är alldeles ensam där borta. Inlopp. Han är mål! Jag är inte alldeles säker på att han var onside. Men han var ensam. Så att det lyste lång väg med hela det svenska laget. En bit ute. Och här är naturligtvis glädjen enorm för det här man har väntat på hela tiden. Geo är det väl som kom loss där. Ja, det är möjligt att han inte är offside, men jag tycker att han är i linje med sista svensken som är Ljung. Då ska man vara det, men vi ska inte skylla ifrån oss. Albanien gör matchens första mål. När han får chansen Geo så sköter han den riktigt bra. Från svensk sida i matchen. Ja, Stefan Pettersson lite tur för en gångs skull. Och Holmqvist kommer in och skjuter i mål! Och han har ju då inte varit inne med en knapp minut. Hans Holmqvist gör 1-1 för Sverige en knapp minut efter att han kommit in i matchen. Och det är en lika stor kalldusch för albanerna detta mål som det albanska var för de svenska för bortåt en timme sedan. Det är Stefan Pettersson som lite tursamt vinner den här närkampen. Och sen spelar in i mitten. Där Holmqvist avancerar och klipper till med vänstern. Och ställer Mercini utan chans för en gångs skull. Stefan Pettersson. Igen, plötsligen mycket mer aktiv. Tern, Strömberg. Peter Larsson in mot mitten till Ekström och det är mål! Ja, och det är godkänt. Johnny Ekström får göra ett landskampsmål till. Det var ganska länge sedan sist. Och det sker i 71:a minuten. Sverige har vänt 0-1 i Tirana mot Albanien till ledning 2-1 på 4 rappa minuter. Här är det Peter Larsson som nickar och Johnny Ekström som avslutar. Plötsligt är Albanien.
Away we go, an afternoon which to rewrite Rupert Brooke. This is a foreign field which needs to be for England, and that was a worrying start from the man who we saw just a few moments ago scoring the goal against Sweden, Shehu, who is quick, and a worrying start again for Gary Stevens, as in Greece. Peter Shilton. Webb. Stevens. Rocastle diagonally forward, this is he. Waddle, nice use of the chest again, Lineker. Good tackle by Lekbello, Barnes! Good start from England. Again, the move on the right side. And a lovely touch in the middle of it from Chris Waddle. And John Barnes scores for the second England match running. 16 minutes gone, and England have the lead. Stevens with the build-up. Rocastle. A look at the touch here by Waddle. Lekbello just got in the challenge, but they'd all been sucked in. Barnes was unmarked, and he struck it very cleanly with the right foot. Pierce came off the England player in challenge with Yossa. Shehu. He's again. Walker just holds the ground, but Shehu goes past him. And I'm sorry that we weren't able to show you suddenly about 20,000 people up off their seats. But again, the concern, Walker stood his ground initially, which I think was right, but it needed Shilton to cover well and with difficulty on the near post. Some delay in the corner because Yossa is still feeling the knock of a few moments ago. Out by Webb. Smiani struck it well! But wide. I think Shilton thought he was going to be credited with the save. Officially 137 supporters here from England. Doesn't, of course, include the media and all the members of the England squad. Here's Shehu! Great credit to Pearce, because Butcher was comprehensively beaten, and there was just enough as Pearce came here, balanced himself to force Shehu to go wide, and Shilton was equal to it. This is Lekbello. The back players like to show themselves in attack, which is usually organised by Demolari. This is Shehu. Stevens changed his mind. This is Milo. Another good tip over. The hesitancy in the England defence is clear for all to see, and the gap here for Milo. Webb square, 3 in the box. Lineker, Rocastle's a good return ball, and Brian Robson it was who came in on the far post and just couldn't make the finish. Lekbello rather dwelt on it. Slight hesitancy. Lineker did well, Goalkeeper able to stretch and get it.
Let's go.
But now, yeah, make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with it all. Let's go. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. Let's go.
Stretch and get it. Goes back, take a position on the far side. Lineker's the first to go. Won by Robson! It's 2-0. Brian Robson, the England captain, once again there when it mattered most. Got up very well, and he too has scored for England in consecutive matches. 24th goal for his country, and it brings a bit of comfort to this contest and to the attempt by England to qualify for the next World Cup in general. Delay on the free kick, taken in the end by Barnes, and Robson got up so well to head down, and Massini was nowhere near it. Hesitancy by Demolari. Useful ball by Brian Robson, and Lineker gets there first. Now is the Barron spell going to end? No. Unlucky Gary Lineker, but an example of the fact that he'll chase any cause. It was a more than useful ball out by Brian Robson. Beardsley, 3 waiting. Doesn't reach Smith. Rocastle, Webb, plenty of time to look up and find somebody. Robson, Smith just to the right, just couldn't make the pass. Rocastle, that's well spread out if Barnes can hold it, and he can. 3 more waiting. A lot of possession, no finish. Now Webb back across the front. Acrobatics by Smith, but to no avail. A lot of possession then for England, but never really the threat that it was going to be finished, Trevor.
A lot of men forward. John Barnes cross, good deep cross. Neil Webb heading it back, but as you can see, it's behind the 3 men that are just around about the 6-yard box, so it means an overhead kick.
După al doilea meci, Anglia revine cu 3 puncte pe primul loc, urmată de Suedia cu tot atâtea puncte, însă separată de Anglia de golaveraj. Apoi Polonia cu 2 puncte, iar Albania după 3 meciuri nu avea niciun punct și era pe ultimul loc. Al treilea meci începea cu partida Anglia-Albania, unde pot să vă spun doar atât: bucurați-vă de gol de pe 26 aprilie 1989. Dar începem cu a doua partidă, Suedia-Polonia, de pe 7 mai 1989, unde s-au marcat unele dintre cele mai frumoase goluri din preliminările Campionatului Mondial Italia 1990.
Väntar på signal. Lönn och Ljung längst bort i straffområdet. Peter Lönn kommer inte fram med och det är Roger Ljung. Och så underbart. Vilket härligt mål han får göra. Fantastiskt för Roger som nu blir propp senare i sommaren. Men att få komma in här och ersätta Glenn Hussein som mittback och få göra första målet.
Han gör ju ett Glenn Hussein-mål.
Ja, fantastiskt fint. Kommer mellan två polacker och ren panna på boll och härligt mål.
Så där skulle det alltså gå till. Hela tiden lever in i matchen.
Det blir ofta lite grann aggressivare och mer tufft i slutet på sådana här viktiga matcher. Det är ganska logiskt.
Rosik blev det inte som sköt. Ett bra skott och det är mål. Minsann. Vilket ruggigt skott han får på. Och det var den spelare man inte trodde skulle skjuta som drog till. Och det är 1-1. Och då kom det där målet som vi ändå inte ville ha. Ja, det är ett väldigt bra skott. Och Thomas Ravelli upptäcker helt enkelt inte bollen förrän det är för sent.
Han var fantastisk.
Avsiktligt fördröjande av spelet. Här. Ja. Nu då! Ja! Är det Ravelli? Andreas Ravelli som håller sig framme på första bollen. Och så slår vi in returen till 2-1. Och det är ju en underbar upplösning av den här matchen. Olle Nordin kan knappt tro att det är sant. Det är 2-1 till Sverige.
Ja, det är så här matchen ska avgöras.
Tern med frisparken igen. Andreas Ravelli är där. Niklas Larsson är där. Och det är Niklas som slår in bollen.
Niklas Larsson, helt klart.
Kan du tänka dig att komma in i ett VM-kval som Niklas Larsson gör?
Är rena rekordmagasinet.
Ja, det är det.
Waddle again. Oh, what a chance for England to take the lead. Gary Lineker has got the goal that he's waited for so long. Nearly a year, in fact, for England. And it was presented to him by a really bad defensive mistake. Lineker's international drought is over. Waddle's cross. Gerard with the header. And Lineker just had to nod that past a stranded goalkeeper after 5 minutes. And the left back will have nightmares about this. He headed the ball back into Lineker's path, and the 17-year-old keeper had no chance. Lineker again, he's away. Beardsley in the middle. Beardsley surely, 2. And a man who wanted a goal for very different reasons is the scorer of England's second. And this time, Lineker the provider. Pulling right, shaking off the challenge of Geiger. There was only Beardsley waiting at this point, and that's who Lineker found. Defenders all over the place. England 2, Albania 0. Waddle. Pearce's cross. Webb's underneath this. Lineker surely. Left it for Beardsley. And at last number 3 goes in, and Peter Beardsley has his second. And the Lineker-Beardsley combination works again. And 60,000 people salute the goal. 63 minutes. Pearce curls the ball in orthodox stub. Webb gets the header down accurately to Lineker. He holds it up, and Beardsley with that studied side foot finish, which we've seen from him before, makes it 3-0. And it's Robson now. Pearce. Robson. Pearce again. Gascoigne far side. Oh, Waddle! And the Tottenham connection pays off. Chris Waddle scores. Set up by Paul Gascoigne, the substitute. And England go 4-0 up. Brian Robson with a back heel to Stuart Pearce, whose crosses have now led to 2 goals. Paul Gascoigne pulling away, sensible header in. Goalkeeper hesitated there, no doubt, and Waddle took advantage. Now, can England produce number 5 right at the end? This is Gascoigne. Going all the way! Yes! Oh, that's terrific, but only to be expected when he got the chance that he would seize it like that with the ability that they know he's got. The Albanian defence was there to be attacked, and Gascoigne certainly did it. And this really is a shining talent we're watching, perhaps in its infancy here in international terms. Lovely play, and quite deadly at the end. So a minute from time, Paul Gascoigne gets his first international goal and makes it England 5, Albania 0, and how he'll enjoy looking back on this for a long time to come.
După al doilea meci din grupa a doua, nu s-a schimbat mai nimic. Anglia și Elveția aveau câte 5 puncte, doar golaverajul le dezbățea. Polonia rămânea cu victoria contra Albaniei, iar pe ultimul loc Albania rămânea cu un golaveraj de 1-10 goluri și 0 puncte. Al patrulea meci din grupa a doua a venit rândul celor din Anglia să joace 2 meciuri. Primul cu Polonia de pe 3 iunie 1989 și al doilea la Stockholm de pe 6 septembrie 1989, unde putem spune că a fost și un mic măcel.
Peter the Great among goalkeepers reaches a monumental milestone today as he equals Bobby Moore's record of 108 England caps. And depending partly on the result this afternoon, he could go on to challenge Pat Jennings' world record of 119 internationals if Shilton and England go to Italy. Well, trying to stop them taking a step along that road is 24-year-old Jarosław Bako, Poland's 6'4" goalkeeper, who was discovered by the man that Wembley will never forget, Poland's 1973 hero Jan Tomaszewski. He spotted Bako in the lower divisions and took him to his old club, LKS Łódź. Beardsley. This is Webb. Furtok, a good touch, and this is dangerous. The spare player was Vias, and Furtok away on the right. And he's got Leszniak in the middle, and they're coming up from midfield in numbers. Beardsley. Well, I'm afraid no justice there really for England. And the boos echoing round Wembley. So a corner to Poland, and they'll send both their centre-backs forward, Wojcicki and Łukasik, 3 and 5 respectively. And Leszniak heads it back, and that was a real chance for Urban. Peter Shilton entitled to shout at the players in front of him. What they were allowing, doing Leszniak, giving Leszniak so much room on this side, I've no idea. He had so much room to head that back in. And it's Jan Urban who comes in for the second header, and Trevor Brooking, he might well have scored.
Well, it's the same old tale. Leszniak, one of the smaller forwards, you worry about the big men, and there he was coming up late, but it was the first header by little Leszniak, who nobody had picked up, left him completely unmarked.
Here's Barnes. And Lineker! And Lineker, surely! It's in! On Barnes with the pass. Lineker into the goalkeeper first time. And then from a tight angle, right foot, that's over the line as Brian Robson dives in. And England have taken the lead. Just when we really needed it. Well, it's a World Cup tie which to many people is so vital, and yet it's England's match for much of the time, but the Poles still threatening when they get the chance to catch England a man short here and there. So heavily of England press forward. This is Vodovchik. Vias, Maticic. And Leszniak. And Urban. Well, that's 2 chances for Jan Urban. This is a corner, it was deflected. Des Walker again making a vital interception. And Jan Urban, who had that header over the bar in the first half, Walker Lineker, that's a good touch. Stevens now, can he get a quality cross in? He can, Barnes! Yes! That's the goal we wanted! victory here. The Poles down and deflated, and England celebrate. Gary Stevens here made up for any earlier crosses that didn't go his way. It was a beautiful ball, and Barnes at the far post to finish it off. This is Webb. Barnes. Rocastle. And still took two to stop him. And here's Lineker, a terrible back pass. Rocastle. Smith, no. Webb. 3. And Poland commits suicide in defence. And England's World Cup hopes very much alive now. Sir Alf Ramsey applauds the goal. And Neil Webb, as the goalkeeper holds his head in dismay, makes it 3-0 to England. An easy goal for Webb, but a dreadful mistake here by Wojcicki, the number 3. He presented that to Gary Lineker. Rocastle across the goal. Smith couldn't get it. Now McMahon. That looks like a good ball for Lineker, and a chance for England in the second minute. And he was bustled off the ball by Roland Nielsen. Now Waddle. Neil Webb's in a good position here. And he's seen John Barnes on the left. Barnes up against Joachim Nielsen at the moment with no cover. Lineker's there! Oh, great save by Ravelli! Right on half-time now, it's Sweden on the attack. Roland Nielsen supporting here. And so too was Enquist. That's dangerous, and Butcher's in there. And Shilton makes a fine save, and Walker clears. And Peter Shilton this time responds. Joachim Nielsen and Enquist had the shot. Jonas Ten, well challenged by Neil Webb. Now Lineker's in a good position if Beardsley finds him. Great position, and saved by Ravelli. Lineker, saved by Ravelli again, and still Lineker. Owen, chance for Magnuson, and penalty taken. There was no foul there. Beautiful tackle by Des Walker, so clean, took the ball, and all the shouts are from the crowd. Swedish supporters screaming for a penalty. Oh, and a mistake by Walker and Magnuson. And, oh, goodness me, Walker, perhaps relieved at not giving away the penalty, suddenly gave Magnuson the clearest chance of the match. And it's Lineker for England. And it's Waddle. And still Waddle. No side netting. Running on the left, that's Anders Limpar who's just come on. They've got Magnuson in the middle with Ekström. It's still Limpar. Oh! Butcher gets a kiss from Shilton.
După al 4-lea meci din grupa a doua, Anglia își luase având cu 8 puncte și mai avea doar un singur meci de jucat. Urma Suedia cu 6 puncte, Polonia rămânea cu victoria contra Albaniei, iar despre Albania nu mai spunem nimic. Meciul cu numărul 5 s-a ținut în luna octombrie din anul 1989 pentru grupa a doua. Prima partidă a fost pe 8 octombrie între Suedia și Albania și a doua între Polonia și Anglia s-a ținut peste 3 zile pe 11 octombrie.
Det är viktigt att man skapar chanser. Förr eller senare kommer ju målet då. Mats Gren, ouppmärksam. Och här kommer den där snabba kontringen. Ravelli är snabbt ute, men aj, det är straff. Jajamensan, det är straffspark när Kursta dras ner. Och det hela börjar med att Mats Gren är ouppmärksam på mittfältet och 3 albaner stormar snabbt framåt. Och där har du det du sa, Anders, med den snabba omställningen från försvar till anfall. Och det är svårt att protestera mot den där straffsparken, även om svenskarna gör sitt bästa.
Ja, tyvärr lämnar vi bort bollen för enkelt i mittfältet och vi får den här djupledsbollen mot oss. Och han kommer snäppet före Thomas och spelar bollen förbi och Thomas måste vara på honom. Det ser lite grann tveksamt, men jag tror att den var klar ändå.
Kursta, som fälldes. är tydligen den som ska slå straffen också. Samtalar med Gega. Kalldusch på gång. Jajamän. 1-0. Kursta. Albaniens första mål på bortaplan i det här VM-kvalet. Albanien som aldrig har vunnit i VM- eller EM-kvalsammanhang på bortaplan. Har alltså för det svenska laget. Ekström. Hårt bevakad, men där vänder han ju väldigt, väldigt fint. Och där har vi 1-1. Underbart att Mats Magnusson söker sig till den första stolpen. Och väldigt bestämt sätter han in 1-1. Och vad roligt att Mats Gren var den som stod målgivande passningen.
Det var en härlig revansch, va? Och här gör han mycket, mycket bra, va? Kommer ner mot första stolpen. Mats Magnusson springer rätt och helt otagbart.
Ja, det var skönt. Det behövdes. Och där visade svenskarna både företagsamhet. Vågen rullar på ganska bra. Sen det kan inspirera de svenska spelarna. Ja, Ekström, bra fart där. Och Roland Nilsson, var bra gjort av Ekström. Ingesson, gör du mål? Ja, det gör du! Claes Ingesson. Utomordentligt spelat, inte minst av Johnny Ekström.
Mycket, mycket fint mål, va?
Ska vi tacka vågen för det? Eller vad var det som fick svenskarna att tända till? Ekström, Nilsson, Ingesson. Ett Göteborgsmål om ni så vill. Och Sverige tagits upp jämsides poängmässigt med England i VM-kval grupp 2. 8 poäng på 5 matcher, det är inte dåligt. Ska det bli 3-1 också? Leif Engqvist. Ja då. Leif Engqvist som är något av svensk fotbolls lyckofigur just nu. Slår in 3-1 och segern är absolut säkra. Det var bägge inhopparna här. Lindqvist och Engqvist som såg till att skramla fram det här målet.
Stefan Lindqvist är väldigt fin. De tar bollen av backen och spelar en kall.
That's a confirmation of the lineup. Really the only decisions that Bobby Robson had to make concern substitutes. And it's interesting that he's chosen Michael Phelan, ex-Norwich City, now Manchester United. Should there be any tightening of the midfield or any problems, heaven spare us for Brian Robson. Otherwise the team selected itself after the injury to Barnes. Photographers going for the group picture of the Polish side. They've only played once. Robert Vasika, Tadasiewicz. Hounding by Beardsley. Tadasiewicz wanting somebody to go on. Schobert, Chekanovsky. Stopped by Walker. Oh! Thumping drive and turned away by Peter Shilton. Really, that was hugely well struck. And a very good save. Robert Bashika it was. Got a deflection too. Butcher is up. In a line with the near post as we look. Comes further over to Chris Waddle. 3 waiting. One of them is Robson. That's curling. It was comfortably headed out. But the follow-up shot from McMahon wasn't too bad, was it? Bashika. Schobert, who started it, wants the ball back in midfield. Here he is. Beardsley got goal side briefly. Nawrocki. Bashika, it's a good cross and a good save. Chikanovsky again with a header. Christoph Bashika. Tchaikovsky takes over, looks for the curler. Another good stop by Peter Shilton. They've all been at a nice goalkeeping height, but even so, he's had to keep them out. Very clear attempt. Tchaikovsky took over at the curler.
one man, as much as any who'll be delighted, is that man picking the ball up there, Peter Schilt, 40 years of age, looking forward to a World Cup final. Probably remembering in Italy what happened to Dino Zoff at a similar age when he played in a World Cup final.
Would of course give Peter Shilton the chance to establish a new record to pass Pat Jennings' record if England do well enough. Matches before. And in it, if we're there, but it's not all over yet here. And that's not about going to came off the crossbar. Shilton beaten for the first time, and he came rattling back off the crossbar. Really thumping drive from Bashika, and it was above the hand of Shilton.
După meciul cu numărul 5, Anglia rămânea pe primul loc cu 9 puncte, Suedia era pe 2 cu 8 puncte, Polonia făcea și ea 3 puncte după 4 meciuri, iar Albania mai marca un gol, dar primea în schimb 13. Ultimul meci din grupa a doua, al 6-lea, a venit rândul Poloniei să joace 2 partide. Prima partidă a fost acasă la Varșovia cu Suedia pe 25 octombrie 1989 și a doua partidă a fost pe 15 noiembrie 1989 contra Albania.
Nielsen. Excellent play by him. Barker's lost it. And it's, surely punched away. It was Tanasevich. Now has the referee seen it? The shot from Ekstrom. And it was punched away. Well, Tanasevich saying no. And the referee surely has given the penalty. He has. The linesman over on the far side confirmed that Tanasevich used his fist. As Barco here lost the ball, Ekstrom aimed for the far corner, and there it is, palmed away. No question at all, and it's a penalty. And what an opportunity here then for Sweden. Peter Larsson. It's all on his shoulders now. And he's done it. The Swedes have scored. And what a valuable goal that could be now then for Sweden. And I wonder if that is the goal. Ingerson got in the first tackle, Larsson the second, and here's Ekstrom now. Hoping to show his pace, he's taking the ball on. Still Ekstrom, oh that's a magnificent goal! And has that now taken Sweden through? A superb piece of individual play by Johnny Ekstrom. There were defenders all around him. Through the legs there. Barco with a sparing lunge, and it wasn't enough to prevent Johnny Ekstrom from guiding the ball in.
După 6 meciuri, Suedia câștiga grupa a doua cu 10 puncte și se califica direct la Campionatul Mondial Italia 1990. Pe 2, Anglia cu 9 puncte se califica așa, de asemenea după un clasament al echipelor aflate pe locul 2. Ea avea cele mai multe puncte și cel mai bun gol averaj, urmată de Polonia cu 5 puncte și Albania, care a reușit să marcheze 3 goluri în aceste preliminări, dar să nu facă niciun punct. Aceasta a fost povestea grupei a doua de la Campionatul Mondial din Italia 90. Iar dacă ai rămas până aici, eu mă înclin. Eu sunt Dragoș de la Time. Rămâi cu mine să vedem ce a mai făcut tricolorii prin anul 1989 și ce surprize ne rezervă Italia 90. Dar până la episodul următor, eu îți să ai parte numai de bucurii.